Greetings, YouTube, and welcome to another 1 million battle chips worth of data for Arena Crystals. As you know, if you've been following my channel at all, I save up 1 million battle chips and then open them up each time, looking to hopefully get 1,000 units per 500,000 battle chips, or 2,000 units by the time the 1 million battle chips are over. And traditionally, I would want to open Arena Crystals. In fact, I haven't gotten 2,000 units or more from uncollected Arena battle chips in a very long time, maybe even since 2017. I don't know. But I've received so many screenshots this past week of people who do the 1 million battle chip challenge, and they have opened as many as 3,000 units. So as always, because I feel like people get triggered when I say this, and there are entire Reddit posts like dedicated to the hatred for when I say this, but rest assured, it is better to have a guaranteed chance for units by opening up regular Arena Crystals that cost 2,000 battle chips versus uncollected, which cost 10,000. That's because you could easily open 10 uncollected battle chip crystals and not get any units. That has happened to me so often, where I've opened 100,000 battle chips worth of uncollected Arena Crystals and gotten 0 battle chips and all gold. If you were to open the 2K equivalent of that, or 50 Arena Crystals, it would be very, very, very hard, almost a statistical impossibility, to not get any units from 100,000, even if it's just 15 units, right? But at the same time, the opposite is true. If you hit the RNGesus lottery on both uncollected crystals and regular Arena Crystals, you're going to get a higher amount of units, chances are, in the uncollected Arena Crystals because of how often, because of how many pop up in one crystal. So you just have to decide for yourself, are you willing to take a bigger gamble with the uncollected Arena Crystals that could give you more units but also could give you far less? Or do you want to play it safe, go with lower volatility, and go with the 2K ones over the 10K ones because they're 5 times less the price and also have 5 times less the excitement when it comes to the chance of a 5-star Punisher? Now, I have a 5-star Punisher who was recently offered for the Season 2 Punisher special offer of the unit store, but I haven't awakened him yet. So, Punisher does have a pretty cool awakened ability to stay alive longer. But I'm going to go against my gut, and I'm going to listen to a couple of summoners, especially the guy that messaged me a 3,000 unit picture from 1 million battle chips. We're going to open these 9 just to see if we have any luck straight off the top of any units whatsoever. Maybe it's just gold, and it's just gold, 57,000 gold. Not the best start, but maybe that's also telling me, Prof, don't do it. Don't go for the regular Arena Crystals this time. Your faith in uncollected Arena Crystals will come back once you open 1 million worth of them. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to this 100,000. We're going to get 10 batches of these, and we're just going to hope that we can get as close to 2,000 units as possible. Normally, I get between 1,300 and 1,700. That is the data that I have provided for myself a number of times. Of course, I'm also looking to get the impossible drop rate of 0.02% of duping my 5-star Punisher. That's always the dream of mine. But enough is enough. Let's hold our breaths, and if we just get gold to start off, I'll show you what I mean about basically not being guaranteed more units. Here we go. First 10, 75 units. Okay, pretty underwhelming for 100,000 battle chips, but it's better than 0. All right, we're going to shake that off. We're going to go with another 10. And this 10 gives us a pause and the exact same scenario. Another 75 units, 150 units for 200,000 battle chips is awful. It is not good, but we still have time to turn it all around if we can get a couple of batches of 300 units in 100,000. So let's open up another 10. And we get another 75. This is, the most consistent opening I've ever had. But in 500,000 battle chips, you're supposed to hope for 1,000 units, and we are well under that curve right now. But maybe I'll be like everybody else, and I'll get back to 2,000. Maybe the last 700,000 can be better. And again, it's only 75. I've gotten the exact same pull for the first 40, and this is awful. But I'm still going to keep my faith. There's still a chance to turn it around. If I get 375 next, I'm just going to shake my head. And we open up 10 again, and we get 525. Okay, so that's what we needed. Now, I was hoping to have 1,000 units at this point. I have almost half of that. At this point, I'm barely on pace to get over 1,000, 1,050 units, in fact. So I'm going to need the RNG to wake up, or else I am screwed. So here's another 10. Hopefully get more than 525. And survey says on the huge delay, that used to mean at least a 4-star Punisher was coming, but the drop rates changed. I got nothing from that. 100,000 of just gold. This is the greatest example of taking my own advice when it comes to drop rates on units of these. This has been so far the worst opening I've ever had. 400,000 more. Please give me some units. Okay, that was 75. Once again, this is an atrocity right now. 300,000 left. Now I'm just hoping to get half of what I wanted. Now I'm just hoping to get 1,000 units instead of 2,000. That's how bad this has gone. And oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This could be maybe the worst opening ever on YouTube for 1,000,000 battle chips. We're just going to see. At this point, the guy who sent me his opening had like 2,000 units. I've got 600. Survey says, well, there's a 4-star Punisher and 1,050. Okay, well, the 5-star Punisher would have made it better. At least I got some ISO. But if I don't get any units here, this is a top 2 worst opening I've ever had on my channel. And survey says, I'm going to guess 1,200. There's another 4-star Punisher and 1,275. Okay. This is a lot of data, but more than anything, this is a reminder to you about the volatility of this crystal. For those of you who don't understand how math works, when you don't give yourself an opportunity to have a greater number, quantity over quality, where your drop rates are coming into effect, you could get a terrible opening like this. Yes, you could get 3,000 units, like the gentleman that messaged me, but you could also get 1,275. And I would argue that you're guaranteed about 300 to 400 more minimal of units on the 2K ones. Now, you aren't guaranteed a 4-star Punisher. In fact, you will probably never get a 4-star Punisher from those unless you get as lucky as I would if I pulled the 5-star. But if you don't care about Punisher and you care about units, I still say go for the 2K ones. So I don't know if I'm going to title this like, it can't be the worst. It's one of the worst battle chips, but I'll probably just do my normal title of 1 million more battle chips for data, because that's what this is. And this was at least saved in the last 500,000 with a little bit better. But at the same time, gosh, YouTube, this was painful. Was really hoping to get back to 2,000 units to break my streak. I'm now like a year and a half of a terrible streak. So it looks like I'm going back to the regular units, and I'll be regular uncollected crystals, and I'll be referencing this in my next opening, which will hopefully be in about a month. Until next time, YouTube, thanks for watching, and good luck with your own battle chip openings. Again, do the regular unless you want more gold, or a better chance if you feel like a gamble for more units if you're willing to take the risk in volatility.